Ladies and gentlemen, as my dogs bark in the background, I simply want to say that I have started a new hashtag movement. No, not Me Too movement, but hashtag Justice for Darthy Poo. Ladies and gentlemen, Darth might be a real butthole, but nobody deserves to be called a murderer, a homosexual, and a blasphemer just because you made poor little Crazy Praisy 2 angry. I mean, some people think that you may not like him when he's angry, but let me tell you, if you make me angry, there's this green hyper focus that's brought on you. And if it's the last thing I do, I will undo anybody. I'm called a Sigma male. I'm neither alpha nor beta, but I'm a mixture of alpha and beta called Sigma because I have all of the intelligences of an alpha male, but yet all the gentleness is a beta male. I have, if you might say, the reason why I call myself gay is because I have the perfect right and left hemisphere of my brain. These dogs are distracting me. I have perfect 50%, 50% activation in the old brain, in the old noggin. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm a girly man, or hey, people. Okay, so hashtag Justice for Darthy Poo. Because he's the only one. I mean, Jesse's been called a fake. I've been called a criminal, a robber, a stealer. But nobody has been called, let's see. Let me see if I can remember it. Okay, so according to Praise, Darth is a murderer and a killer because there's nothing personal between Praise's grandmother and Darth. So it was personal between Praise and Darth. So you remove that personal element. Now Darth really just becomes a serial killer. And not to mention the fact that he's trans. Tom rαpεd did such a great job. I'm jealous of him. Because I only wish I could have shown what a turd Praise I Am is in the brilliance that Tom rαpεd did. You know what? Sometimes it's good, folks, for an atheist to point out to us Christians where we're lacking. Trust me, there's nothing in me that wants to circle the wagons and defend a nincompoop like Praise I Am Oliver Sparrow. These people disgust me. They're not Christians. Those that hang out in their vehicle, I really don't know, dude. I mean, I get that you think you're doing good hanging out with people like G-Man. But listen, man, you can't help these folks. They don't take correction. Even if you helped Tom, it would be unhelp just the day or two later. Vekel, I'm a little bit concerned about you and pretending like these folks have any discernment or even the Spirit of God. Why are you discussing theology with people that clearly don't have the Spirit of God residing in them? And I specifically say Sparrow does not have the Spirit of God residing in her. And here's the thing. Thomas Aquinas, many years ago, he came upon this nun that was supposed to be very, very holy, very, very righteous, even levitate. And the story goes that Aquinas came up on this nun and said, boy, you have big feet for a woman. And this nun went off on Thomas Aquinas. Remember, this holy nun supposed to be even levitating in the presence of God. And then Aquinas says, oh, I was just seeing if you were truly the person I heard you were, or something like that. Here's the thing, folks. Those that have the Holy Spirit are not offended when people say you don't have it, because you don't need any outside validation for somebody who really has the Spirit of God residing in them. I'm sorry to have to point this out, but the people that I come across on YouTube, I no longer have any respect for the common Christian. Don't have a whole lot of respect for the common atheist. I do have respect for the thinking atheists out there who are willing to have honest conversations. Anyway, this is going on a lot longer than I anticipated, but stand with me as we not only shoot for justice for Jesse and justice for Susie, but let's get justice for Dorothy Pooh out there. Come on, I'm counting on my atheist haters, because I believe that two people can actually join together to fight a mutual enemy. And praise I am. And I'm sorry to say this, but I think young earth creationism is an enemy of the gospel. And especially, I know a lot of the men that started this. I studied under John Whitcomb. But Van Tillian presuppositionalism is bankrupt, it's a stumbling block, and it's a laughing stock. My name is Kenny, and I approve this message.